So, in this video, we are going to be playing a game called Doodle Empires. Doodle Empires is a game pretty much based off of Civilization starting over, where you can pretty much start civilization from the ground up. There's different ages, and you may have seen a couple other mapping YouTubers play this game. If you guys are enjoying this daily upload week, make sure to like and subscribe. On the road to 3K, help out a ton if you liked and subscribed to join along and help us get to 3K before the end of summer. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, I guess, Civilization Started Over game edition, I don't know. And for this, we are going to be starting over inside of the Balkans. And we are going to be naming our first little country, I guess, Balkania. So, and now we need to color in the country. It's going to be starting inside of this Romanian area, spreading itself down along the Black Sea coast, going into Thrice. We then see it going up into this Crimean area right over here, capturing a lot of it. We then see it like going out into this little, I guess, canyony area, I don't know. Avoiding the mountains of the Greek area, crossing over in this Istanbul area, I think. And just expanding along this Great Plainy area. Eventually their empire is going to look like this, a pretty big one. And we're going to select it and draw a new card, and we get a small expand, in which we are going to be putting them down over here, kind of like on the start of where the Caucasian mountains are, as well as going down into this Anatolian area. And now we need to select the nation again, and they get a large expand. So they're going to be going along this coastline right here inside of this little area that isn't fully just overran by mountains, and they're just going to go ahead and just surround the whole Black Sea. They then go ahead and start a massive expansion up into this Great Plain area, and they used pretty much all of it on that. And they're just still expanding. I guess these guys are really, really stable. As they start going up north over in the Balkans, they eventually reach up into this Latvian area. And yeah, they're getting really big, like way too big. And we get a small split. So pretty much we see Crimea down over here, pretty much splitting off from the red team. And now they're forming their own country. This is actually a pretty big expansion. This is trouble for the red team because they no longer have access to the full area of the Black Sea. And instead of just picking one, I'm going to hit a random country, so Crimea, and then draw a card, and we get a new nation. So just a new nation out of anywhere. And we're going to be calling this nation Green Bean. And they're going to move over inside of this area. They break off from the blue team, and they have expansionist ideals connecting up with the Caspian. We see this new country expanding itself a lot up into this plain area, as well as around this Caspian area. This is starting to kind of look like a country from Ada's Pros Wixo, totally not. And eventually they're going to look like this. Now we hit the random, and well, the Green Bean country is getting a large expand. Turns out they do want to be like the red team, and so what they're going to be doing is they're going to cut off the blue team, or Crimea, from expanding up, and now they're going to start an invasion into the blue team. And their goal here is to reach up with the Black Sea, in which they do. And after that invasion, they move down into this Caspian coastal area, I guess. And now they're just going to use the rest of it out here. And really, I think they're the biggest nation. Now we hit the random, and we get Crimea. Let's see what they're going to do. A large expand. Crimea isn't going to stand for this, so they're going to start a new invasion into this green team right here, taking back pretty much all of what they used to own. And now invading up into this area up here. Pretty lucky of them to get this, as now they start to take over more of this plain area. And now the borders look like this. Now hit the random button, Green Bean again. And they're going to be unionizing with the blue team. Kind of weird how they just fought a war together, but, you know, whatever. Now it's all green. That was kind of weird. So now we have the blue-green union, random Balkania, even though they're not even in the Balkans. Now we enter into the age of conflict. Now we need to go over to Green Bean. Can we please get some actual, like, new countries? Oh, and they're going to be splitting. The green team is going to be splitting, and these recently taken areas over here that they recently annexed. Well, I guess this is the age of conflict for a reason, as we see this area breaking away from the green team. It starts to move up into this Central Asian area, and, well, a lot of their Caspian gains are now going away, as actually all of the Caspian is going to fall over to the purple team. And now they look like this. now random country, and it's Balkania. And they get a medium expand, so what they're going to be doing is invading up into this union up here, taking over Crimea, an important area surrounding the Black Sea once again. And now without really a coastline, they're kind of cooked. Now the purple team is going to be a small expand. And I think this union may be collapsing because now the purple team is invading them. Probably shouldn't have unionized. You guys may still be in one piece. And the purple goes again in another small expand. Soon enough, all of this may just fall over to the purple team. But we also see the purple team invading into the red team, taking over some Black Sea coast. Yet again, the purple team and another small expand. Instead, now this time, they're going to go ahead and take Crimea, as well as invade into more green areas. The Balkania are now chosen in a small split. Down over in Constantinople, we see a lime team splitting away. Inside of these areas that originated from this country is probably going to be pretty strong because they have a lot of the populated areas of the red team going up this coastline right here. And the red team, who knows how good they're doing. Now the purple team. Another small expand. This time, they're going to focus on the green team and wipe it almost off the map. They're just holding out right here. Now going over to Balkania, a large expand. And with this, they're going to start beating back the lime team, getting back into these populated areas, retaking Constantinople, as well as moving in to the purple team, taking over the green team, the First Nation gone, and cutting off Crimea from the purple team, trying to retake it, but they're not going to fully get it. Now the purple team is going to get a large expand as well. This big war is going on up over here. And it's going to result in the purple team focusing a lot of their army on pushing back the red team, as well as starting to move into this coastal area here. Now Balkania is going to get a union. They're going to unionize with the lime team. And, now there's only 2 countries still. Balkania gets picked and a small split. This time, their Baltic area up here is going to break away and form the pink team. I'm trying to use different colors here. And this Baltic country is getting pretty far down into this area. The pink countries chosen, and now they're going to continue to move down in this area. But they're also going to go north. These guys like the cold. They like coldness. And, well, they're expanding themselves along this European area quite well. Now, I guess, Balkania is going to get a medium expand, and they're going to cross over into this Greek area, starting to take over more of actual Balkan land. I don't really care about these mountains, I'm sorry. They will get stopped about here, so they're going to have to kind of like improvise and go up the coast. But they're also going to move back into this area and retake parts of Crimea. The red team, chosen again, small expand. They're going to mainly focus on retaking Crimea and moving back up into this area, connecting up Crimea with the actual country once again. Yet again, these guys, a new nation. We see the resurgence of the lime team back over in this area, but this time these guys are going to get big. Pretty dang big as they move back into this Turkish area, taking over a lot of the Black Sea. Now the purple team, they move again in a small expand, move back into Crimea. I guess it's just like back and forth in Crimea. The purple team once again and a new nation. We see a green nation popping up over in this part of the red team. And this green nation, it may be like the old parts of the blue team. As they move into Crimea and take over the Crimean Peninsula, the green country is chosen and a new nation. We see a Italian country over here forming, and they just go up the Italian area, capturing a lot of this until they reach the Alps, in which they're not technologically advanced yet to actually go up into the Alps. So they stick to just taking some islands in the Mediterranean and crossing over and making the first landing inside of Africa. This is what the map looks like so far. The purple team is probably the strongest country, and the purple team gets chosen and they get a large expand. Ignoring geography a bit, we see them moving down into the Caucasian mountains, taking over Red Sea coastline and capturing all of the Caspian. They then move back into Crimea and start to push back the green team a little bit. Now for the Italians, a small expand. They're going to cross over into this Greek area, start fighting the red team where they originated, as well as making like a Carthage union, I guess. Not a Carthage union, make like Italian, a Romish Carthage union. And we get the Baltic country and they get a large expand. They're going to move up into these Finnish areas, as well as moving into these more warmer areas of Germany, moving down over here, and eventually reaching up into the Danish peninsula. Moving over here, they cross over into Norway and Sweden and take Copenhagen. The pink team is pretty big, but I'd definitely say the purple team is still the biggest. Speaking of the purple team, a medium expand. The purple team is going to focus on taking over the green team right here. They do not want it still around, and they're going to do well, almost taking it, but there's still this little pixel right there and these little pixels. Speaking of the green team, we see a large expand. They're fighting back against the purple team, and now they're starting to move into this area far out away from anyone. They move across this area, and eventually they connect up with the pink team, beating them, and eventually just forming this new area. And this little spot right here is going to expand into Crimea. The red team finally does something, and they found a religion. They found the movement of Redism. And the pink team, they're going to be founding a religion as well. And they're going to be founding Coldism. Okay, are we in like the age of religion? The lime team is going to get a large expand. They're going to use it to fight back against the red team. Moving through these mountainous areas they would probably not be able to actually go through in real life. Eventually, the oldest nation in the world is going to fully fall over to the lime team. They also cross over and make a landing inside of Crimea. The pink team is going to get a small split in which we see a red Danish country popping up. Since this area is not connected up with the actual pink team, they just decided to break away. The lime team, once again, is going to get a new leader. Now I think the green team is going to be getting a union. And I think they're going to be unionizing with themselves, because I don't know who they unite with. The green team gets another card, and they're going to get split. In this recently taken areas, they're going to go over to this new country. And these borders are kind of looking ugly, but the pinky team is going to get a split, in which all of these areas, the Norwegian areas, are going to split off. But also, the Finnish areas are going to join up for some reason. I really don't know why. And even going down over here into these like Estonian areas. The pink team gets a medium expand. They're going to go right back up into these Estonian areas. And they start to retake these Finnish areas. The purple team, they get a small split. This Crimean area is going to split off and form Crimea once again, but they're not going to get all of Crimea. Instead, they're going to go back down into these areas over here, taking Black Sea coast and moving throughout this area, just capturing a lot of Black Sea coastline and just moving up into this plainish area. They meet up with the pink team and cut off the purple team from this side, in which all of this is going to fall over to the blue team. The purple team could be falling apart. And we're only going to have a few more. Well, we're in the age of conflict again. Only a few more draws because I said so. The lime team gets a large expand, in which they're going to be moving up into this Crimean area. But also they're going to be moving into the actual Balkans, doing what their ancestors used to always want, and that's conquer the Balkans, even though they didn't even know it existed. 3 more rolls, and we have Denmark. We get a small expand, and they're going to be expanding down into this Dutch area, as well as down into Central Europe. For the second to last thing, we see the green team, and they're going to expand into Crimea, because why not? And then they start to beat back the lime team and expand into the rest of this little plainy area that's up here. These guys, I don't know how strong they'd be. They're pretty much just the old green-blue union. And for the final roll, what will the Italians be doing? They're going to be getting a new nation, so we're going to end off this this video with a new nation. And please let me know if you do want more of these types of videos. If you want another dummy nation or another Doodle Empire video, let me know. In which we see a Carthaginian country, or the African country, splitting off and becoming its own country. These guys start taking a lot of African coast, and eventually they're going to reach their max peak right here, taking Sicily. And these are going to be the borders of the world. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want more Doodle Empire videos. I'm totally down to do this. This was actually pretty fun. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's Wixo video. Goodbye.